The silence before destiny is always the loudest. The world has followed his journey from the shores of Galilee to the crowded streets of Jerusalem, and now everything is leading to one final moment. The Chosen has touched hearts, changed lives, and brought the story of Jesus to millions in a way the world has never seen before. But now, a question burns brighter than ever. What happens next? Season 6 isn't just another chapter. It's the beginning of the end, the path that leads straight to the cross and beyond. For years, The Chosen has done something no other series has managed to do. It brought the ancient world to life with emotion, faith, and humanity. It showed us Jesus, not just as a figure from history, but as a man who laughed, wept, healed, and walked among people like us. Each episode pulled us closer, not just to the story of the Messiah, but to the hearts of the people who followed him. From the moment Simon Peter dropped his net in disbelief, to when Mary Magdalene found peace in his presence, The Chosen made us see what faith truly means. Every word, every miracle, every tear carried a message. Hope can still change the world. The show didn't just entertain, it transformed. People watched, not with their eyes, but with their souls. Now, 5 seasons later, the journey stands on sacred ground. The disciples have grown from simple fishermen and outcasts into messengers of a truth greater than themselves. The world they live in is darker, the opposition stronger, but their faith unshaken. Season 5 ended with a storm of emotions: confusion, betrayal, love, and prophecy. The air feels heavy, filled with the promise of something greater and the shadow of something painful. And as we look forward to Season 6, one thing is clear. We're stepping into the most intense, emotional, and powerful chapter of The Chosen yet. This is not just another season of storytelling. It's a preparation, a moment of reflection before destiny unfolds. The creators have promised that Season 6 will dive deeper than ever before into the final days of Jesus' ministry, a time filled with miracles, danger, and divine purpose. Imagine it, the quiet before the storm. The disciples looking at each other, uncertain of what lies ahead. The crowds that once followed now turn with doubt. The leaders plot in shadows. The story that began with hope now trembles with sacrifice. The music will swell, the light will dim, and every line spoken will carry the weight of eternity. This is where faith meets fear, where love faces betrayal, where history meets heaven, and through it all, The Chosen reminds us why this story still matters, because it's not just about what happened 2,000 years ago. It's about what still happens inside each of us today. Season 6 isn't just coming, it's calling. Every story has a turning point, a moment that shifts everything. For The Chosen, that moment came in Season 5. The tension grew thicker, the faith deeper, and the road to destiny clearer than ever before. Each episode felt like a heartbeat before something divine or devastating. Viewers could feel it too, a quiet ache in every scene, a whisper that something greater was coming. We watched as Jesus' followers struggled not just with the world around them, but with their own doubts and fears. Peter's confidence began to waver. Matthew faced his past again, and Mary's faith was tested in ways she never imagined. Every disciple was being shaped, not for comfort, but for calling. Behind every miracle, there was a shadow, the growing awareness that time was running out. The joy of spreading hope was slowly giving way to the weight of what was to come. The final episodes of Season 5 were not just storytelling, they were a spiritual storm. The crowds grew louder, the critics sharper, and every look Jesus gave carried the heaviness of unspoken truth. The world he came to save was beginning to turn against him. Yet, even in that darkness, there was light, a reminder that surrender was not the end, but the beginning of something eternal. For many fans, Season 5 didn't just end, it lingered. The silence after the finale felt sacred, like the pause before a prayer. Viewers were left reflecting, questioning, and yearning for what would follow. That's the power of The Chosen. It doesn't just show you history, it makes you live it. It reminds you that faith isn't about knowing the outcome, trusting the purpose behind it. And now, with Season 6 approaching, those emotions return stronger, deeper, more urgent. The disciples' journey is entering its final act. Every step from now on will lead closer to the cross, where the story of pain will transform into the story of salvation. What began as a ministry of miracles will soon become a movement of sacrifice. The stage is set, the prophecy is near, and the world waits once more for the moment that changed everything. The storm is no longer approaching, it's here. The chosen Season 6 stands on the edge of history, ready to bring the most powerful moments of Jesus' life to the screen. This isn't just another chapter, it's the heart of the story. The calm teachings, the healing hands, the smiles shared by campfires, they all lead to one final road, the road to sacrifice, the road to redemption. In Season 6, everything changes. The tone shifts from hope to heartbreak, from ministry to mission. The disciples begin to see that their time with Jesus is drawing to a close, and that realization hits harder than any trial they've faced before. Every step they take beside him now carries a weight they can't yet name. The laughter fades into silence, the miracles become memories, and the shadows of betrayal begin to form in the distance. We can expect this season to be filled with raw emotion, moments of confusion, pain and faith, colliding all at once. The audience will see a side of Jesus they've only glimpsed before, not just the healer and teacher, but the man who carries the world's sorrow in his eyes. There will be scenes that break you, and others that heal you just as quickly, visually. Season 6 is expected to be darker and more intimate. The grand crowds of earlier seasons will give way to smaller, quieter moments, conversations whispered under torchlight, prayers uttered in solitude, and looks that speak louder than words. The focus will shift from what Jesus does to why he does it. Each miracle, each parable, each step toward Jerusalem will feel like a drumbeat leading to the cross. For longtime fans, this season will be a spiritual test. It will remind us that following Jesus was never about safety, it was about surrender. The disciples will wrestle with the kind of fear that makes faith real. Thomas will doubt, Peter will fall, and Judas will choose his path. These are not just characters anymore. They're mirrors reflecting the struggle within every believer. And yet, beneath the pain, there's beauty. Because Season 6 isn't a story of defeat, it's a story of divine purpose. Every trial, every tear, every heartbreak serves something far greater than human understanding. This is where the story of the chosen transforms from a tale of friendship, miracles into a timeless reminder of love that conquers death itself. The creators have hinted that this season will not hold back, emotionally, visually, or spiritually. Expect scenes that shake your faith and rebuild it in the same breath. Expect words that echo long after the episode ends. And most of all, expect to feel deeply, personally, powerfully. Season 6 isn't just what's next. It's what the entire journey has been leading to. The question isn't just what will happen, it's how will it change you when it does. Every masterpiece begins long before the cameras roll. The chosen Season 6 isn't just being made, it's being crafted with prayer, passion, and purpose. Behind every scene, there's a team working tirelessly to bring this sacred story to life with truth and heart. This isn't a Hollywood production built on fame or flash. It's a faith-driven movement, born from the hands of believers who want to tell the story the world still needs to. Here, creator Dallas Jenkins has often said that each season comes with new battles, and Season 6 may be the most challenging yet. As the story draws closer to the crucifixion, the emotional and spiritual weight of every scene grows heavier. The cast and crew are not just acting, they're living through moments that changed human history. Every expression, every tear, every silence has meaning. This is storytelling at its most sacred. Production for Season 6 began with renewed vision and extraordinary preparation. The sets have grown more detailed, the costumes more authentic, and the atmosphere more hauntingly real. The team filmed in newly expanded locations, recreating the dusty roads, crowded markets, and quiet places where history turned into eternity. From dawn rehearsals to night shoots, every frame is designed to pull the audience deeper into the world of first century Judea, to make us feel like we're standing right there, witnessing it unfold. And while many productions rely on studios and investors, The Chosen stands apart, built by its viewers, funded by faith. The people who love the story are the ones keeping it alive. Every donation, every shared video, every prayer is part of what makes Season 6 possible. It's not just a show anymore. It's a global community united by purpose. Fans from every corner of the world are not just watching. They're participating in history being retold. The actors, too, have spoken about how deeply this season has changed them. Jonathan Rumi, who plays Jesus, has described the experience as both sacred and shattering. The emotional toll of portraying such moments, betrayal, sacrifice, forgiveness, is something no script can prepare a person for. Yet through that, the authenticity shines. When viewers see the pain in his eyes, or the compassion in his, when will we finally see the season that's been whispered about in prayer and prophecy? The date on the calendar may be just a number, but for fans of The Chosen, it will mark the moment time leans forward. Season 6 isn't arriving quietly. It's coming in a storm of expectation. The official release may still be under wraps, but fragments have slipped through, hints, teases, whispers of when the story will once more live beyond our screens. The creators have spoken of late 2026 as a hopeful window, though nothing's set in stone yet. But fans need not wait in silence. Sometime just before the launch, the official trailer will break the quiet. When it drops, it will be more than a preview. It will be a declaration. The final act has begun. The imagery will sear into memory, the cross at dusk, candlelit faces, voices trembling with both fear and faith. The music will rise. The voiceover will challenge your soul, and a single moment in those seconds will echo in your heart. Imagine this. The trailer opens with darkness. Then slowly, the silhouette of a man walking a dusty path. His shadow grows long. The wind blows. Whispers of crowds in the distance. Then the voice, "He came for us." The music swells. Scenes flash, the tears, the betrayal, the love, a hand outstretched, a face turned upward, and then the words on the screen, Season 6, coming soon. That single moment will be more than marketing. It will feel like a spiritual threshold. Alongside the trailer, there will be campaign events, sneak peeks, behind the scenes, glimpses, and conversations from the cast and creators about the journey to this season. The show's team often reveals teaser clips and exclusive previews through their app and social media. This time, expect more, bigger, deeper, more emotional reveals. A short clip, an image, quote each, a spark that carries fire in the hearts of viewers. One thing is certain, when the official date lands, the world will pause. Fans will share, speculate, cry. There will be watch parties, countdowns, social media flooding with faith and expectation. The moment the trailer drops will be a reckoning, a reminder that this story is still alive, still urgent, still calling us. And the release? It'll be the culmination of everything we've lived through thus far, not just a season premiere, but the opening of the greatest scene yet in the story of The Chosen. It's one thing for a show to gather viewers. It's another for it to awaken believers. The Chosen did more than entertain. It built a movement. Across continents and languages, fans aren't just waiting for Season 6. They're living it. The anticipation has become a global heartbeat, a rhythm of hope echoing from small living rooms to crowded churches, from phones in quiet corners to giant screens in open-air gatherings. Scroll through social media, and you'll see it. The energy, the emotion, the unity. Fans sharing tears after rewatching Season 5, theories about what's next, and prayers for the cast and crew. Artworks, edits, and voiceover tributes flood the internet. People from countries who've never met now speak one language: faith. That's the beauty of The Chosen. It didn't divide audiences. It connected souls communities have formed around it. Real people who found hope in its story. Some discovered faith for the first time. Others rekindled a belief they thought they'd lost. For them, The Chosen isn't just a show. It's a mirror reflecting what's possible when grace meets brokenness. Every episode has become a personal memory, the healing of a heart, the answer to a prayer, or the reminder that no one is too far gone to be chosen. The excitement for Season 6 is unlike anything before. Fans know this is the turning point, the chapter that leads to the greatest act of love ever told. They know it will be hard to watch, yet impossible to look away. The comments online read like confessions of anticipation. I'm not ready, but I can't wait. Season 6 will break me and heal me at the same time. That's exactly what this series does. It breaks what's false and rebuilds what's true. The fans aren't preparing just to watch. They're preparing to feel. There will be laughter, there will be tears, and when the credits roll, there will be silence. The kind that only comes when something sacred has been witnessed, even beyond the screen. The community's faith in this project fuels its creation. Crowdfunding campaigns overflow, fan meets turn into prayer circles, and people give, not out of obligation, but devotion. It's storytelling that belongs to everyone, from the single mother watching, after a long day, to the pastor showing clips in Sunday service. Season 6's anticipation is proof that this show has become something larger than art. It's a spiritual revival disguised as cinema. It's a reminder that no matter how dark the world gets, light still moves through stories, through us. The chosen family isn't waiting for a release date. They're waiting for an experience, a reminder of love that conquered the world. And when the season finally arrives, the world won't just watch, it will worship through wonder. The story that began on a quiet shore will soon reach its most powerful moment. The Chosen Season 6 isn't just the next part of a television series, it's the final breath before the eternal. This is where the road narrows, the sky darkens, and the light of the world begins to walk toward his destiny. The journey that started with a call, "Follow me now," leads to a hill that will change history forever in these coming episodes. We will witness not only the pain of sacrifice, but the beauty of purpose. We will see fear and faith walk hand in hand. The disciples will face their deepest doubts, the crowds will turn away, and the teacher they followed will be tested beyond measure. Yet through the sorrow, something extraordinary will rise, love that does not end. The creators of The Chosen have called this season the bridge between heartbreak and resurrection. It's the moment when humanity seems lost, yet heaven begins to move. Every frame, every word, every look will carry the weight of eternity. And when the screen fades to black, you won't just remember what you saw, you'll remember what you felt. Because this story was never just about Jesus walking among men. It was about what happens when story walks within us. Season 6 will challenge, inspire, and transform. It will remind us that light is most powerful when surrounded by darkness. That even in despair, faith whispers, "This is not the end." The miracles may fade, the laughter may quiet, but the message will stand unshaken. Love wins. Always. So as the world waits for the trailer, for the premiere, for that first scene, remember this. We're not just waiting for a show. We're waiting for a revelation. Every frame is a reflection of hope. Every episode a reminder that we too are chosen. Chosen to believe. Chosen to endure. Chosen to love. When the season begins, the world will watch with trembling hearts. And when it ends, those same hearts will beat differently, heavier yet fuller. Because the story of The Chosen isn't finishing. It's fulfilling. The cross will not be the closing act. It will be the opening door to eternity. So keep your eyes on the horizon. The wait is almost over. And when Season 6 finally arrives, don't just watch it, feel it. Because the greatest story ever told is about to be told once more. And this time, you already know you are part of it.